Hi, I'm Dana, and it's time for this week's question, and it comes from Nadia, and she writes, at what age does a toddler understand the weekend? Monday to Friday, he gets up around 6 a.m., but on Saturdays and Sundays, he's up at the same time. I'm just wondering if there's any way. Well, Nadia, I'm here to tell you that there really isn't any way. Basically, adults included, if we were to honor our body clocks and if we had great sleep hygiene, what every person should do is go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every morning. And that would ensure that you got exactly the number of hours you needed and you woke up rested and refreshed and you weren't carrying around a big sleep debt. You would just naturally wake up at, let's say, 7 a.m. every day, and you wouldn't need an alarm clock, and that's the way it should be. But the trouble with adults is, we abuse our sleep needs and we stay up too late this night and we wake up too early this day. And so we tend to operate most of the time on a sleep debt. So when the weekends roll around, our body's craving some extra catch-up sleep, and we'd love to sleep in. But again, I think if everybody was really honoring their own sleep needs, they would fall in line with that as well and start going to bed at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every morning. But I don't know how many people I'll convince of that. Anyway, when you start teaching your children to sleep well, what most people do, especially if they've followed the Sleep Sense program, they put their baby to bed roughly the same time every night, and that child wakes up at the same time every morning. And I can speak for experience. I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 4-year-old. They all go to bed at 7 p.m. and they all wake up at 7 a.m. And even on weekends, that's just the way it is. And what will happen is if they have a rare night where they miss their bedtime and are going to bed a little on the later side, they'll still wake up at 7 a.m. So there's really no way to convince or encourage or bribe a child to sleep in on the weekend. And so, the good news in all of that is that you are doing the very best you can to honor their sleep needs, to keep their body clock in line, to make sure that they're getting the exact hours of sleep a night they need in order to function at their optimal level. So really, you're doing the very best thing for your child by encouraging this habit. And I know there's a bit of a downside on those weekends where you would love a few more hours, but you are doing the best thing. So I hope that's some good news for you, Nadia. Thanks for your question, and sleep well.